Yeah, so I just got this new gift from my mom. Super stoked about that because I just got into a rear end car accident and I'm in a lot of pain. So yeah, we're gonna open this up and check it out. By the way, my name's Danny Rubio and I work as a private money lender in California, and I've lent in most states. I've been doing this for 20 years now, and I can tell you from experience that while I don't have all the answers, I know where to find them quickly. So you're in good hands, right? And I know that sounds cheesy, right? I mean, you hear that all the time, but yeah, hey, look, I'm the real deal, right? If you're looking for, speed, ease, and convenience, then I'm your guy. This is the right company, and I've got the right bridge loan programs that can help you fix and flip houses, build them from the ground up, and turn them into rental properties. Been doing mortgage banking since 1999, and I really know my stuff. So, hey, if you're tired of working with people that don't return your phone calls, don't know what they're doing, don't close on time, listen, I can help you solve a lot of problems. I've sold thousands of houses all over the United States as an asset manager for some of the large banks that have been liquidating assets. And I've also financed houses all over the U.S. Billions of dollars, hundreds, thousands of homes. Been doing this since 1999, and I really enjoy it. So, hey, look, if you want to fix and flip a house, build it from the ground up, here's the value that I can be for you, is that you can call me and tell me, hey, look, Danny, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3 anywhere, and I can buy it for X. I can fill it up for Y, fix it for Y, and sell it for Z. I can do a analysis, determine you hit those numbers, get you a term sheet that spells out rate, payment, and term, and how much you're going to need to close the loan. I've done it in as little as 14 days. Heck, I've even broken my record, which was 7 days. Did one in 2 hours. And hey, look, I've got the moxie. So, man, pick up the phone, 714-651-0594. When you call, please ask for Danny. I think one of the biggest challenges that I've had in doing fix and flip loans is that, waiting for the investor to get me the scope of work so I know how they're going to spend the money. Because, depending on, and listen, I want to shoot you straight, right? Depending upon, how well you've done this in the past and your experience and your credit profile, how much cash you got in the bank, what's your capacity to pay me back, what's your character like, what's your credit like, I can share with you that I can lend you up to 90% on the purchase price and up to 100% of the rehab costs. So, hey, when you get a moment, when you've got like 5 free minutes time, you should reach out to me or click the link below, fill out the opportunity on the link to set up an appointment to speak with me over the phone. Listen, real estate is a now business, as you probably already know, and you as a borrower, investor, you need someone in your corner that's going to be able to, get on the phone and give you answers on, how you can size up the property. Is it a deal? And then, hey, what's the rate, payment, and term? What's it going to cost you? Oftentimes if you, bring a deal to the table and, if there's equity in the deal, we could probably wrap in the interest-only payments in the loan, so you don't have to make any payments to me while we're, going through the rehab. So yeah, I'm into creative financing, and I've got a plethora of resources. I've got many, many different sources of private equity funds. Since I'm a direct lender and a broker, what all that means to you is that you can have the confidence knowing that you're not leaving any money on the table. If you've been fixing and flipping houses, maybe your turn to make more money is, getting a better program, right? Like lowering the costs of the opportunity. And, having done this hundreds of times, thousands of sales all over the U.S., 20 plus years in real estate, mortgage banking, loan servicing, finance, real estate, construction, I can tell you with certainty, like I can figure this out like right away. You give me a call, I need an address, what you can buy it for, what's going to take to fix it up, and what's it going to cost? After you've done your renovations, for the new buyer, right? What do you think you could sell the house for, based on recent comparable sales? Lately, been doing fix and flip loans, and been seeing a lot more of commercial multifamily properties, apartment buildings. And so, hey, look, I can help you out with that too. Let's say you want to take down a portfolio of loans, or maybe you got a, multifamily commercial apartment complex you're looking to purchase, and you've got a seller that's willing to carry a second, or maybe you've got an AB note, a mezzanine piece of finance, that's going to help you out with that acquisition. Let me help you. Really, at the end of the day, I'm just trying to figure out how to underwrite this deal that's going to get you the best program. Really simple, right? Like, how much cash is it earning? When you borrow the cash and we go through this value-added, opportunistic real estate play and increase the value on the property through what's called forced appreciation, by either changing the use zoning code, turning it from apartments to condos, adding storage space, parking space, vending machines. What's the value, right? Like what's the exit strategy? How much income is it going to earn, right? It's what we call the pro forma income. So, how much income is it earning now? Once we get you the money to purchase and you go through your renovations, how much money will it earn? And, break it down for me, the sources and uses, right? Like if I lend you 90% of the purchase price and 100% of the rehab costs, how are you going to spend that money? I need to know in detail, down to the nuts and bolts, right? Down to the screws and nails, right? Because it's got to make sense, right? And I want to make sure that we're setting up a program for you where you're going to succeed, right? And nothing is worse than closing on a deal and then peeling back the layers and finding out, oh man, you know what? I underestimated the amount of cash that I needed in order to do the renovations, and I need more money, right? So, let's figure it out up front, right? Let's do the inspections. Let's get a really good, well thought out scope of work, and let's figure it out. So how much income is it earning? How much income will it earn? When I lend you the cash, how are you going to use it? It's what we call sources and uses, and then capital debt stack, right? Like, am I the only one that's lending you the money to buy this property? Or is the seller carrying a second? Or maybe you've got an investor that's going to bring in the gap financing, or, maybe you've got a mezzanine piece of debt. I need to know, right? Because you need to know, where I'm at in the capital debt stack, right? That's going to tell me, what kind of risk I'm taking on. So I can tell you, once you get into the, $1 million range on those apartment buildings, depending on your experience, we could do debt and equity up to 90%, and then you just bring in your 10%, and you could take down multifamily apartment buildings, $1 million up to $20 million, right? Really hoping that you have a well thought out plan. And so, why? Well, because, we don't get paid until you actually pay us off, right? Whether it's you sell the property or we refinance into a long-term rental income loan program, we're taking on a lot of risk, right? But hey, look, if the value's there and there's a lot of lift in the deal where you're going to make some money and you're going to be able to pay us back, then hey, yeah, let's take a look at it. Let's uncover some stones and look for value-added opportunistic real estate deals, right? Okay, so income, what's it earning? How much will it earn? What's your sources and uses? Capital debt stack. And yeah, when we talk about the exit strategy, right? Like, how are you going to pay me off, right? I can tell you from experience, oftentimes what people do is they renovate it. It's what's called the BRRRR method, right? You buy it, you renovate it, you refinance out of the private money loan into a long-term rental loan program. It's what we call a debt service coverage ratio. Fancy words, right? For just saying, hey, look, does the rents cover the debt, right? And so, look, you're not going to do this if you're not going to cash flow, right? And we're not going to lend you the money unless you're cash flowing. So, yeah, we got to really figure out, what's the value in this deal. So I can tell you that, now is the time to get involved because, gosh, they're not making any more real estate, right? And we're not getting any younger. And the best time to plant a tree that is bearing fruit is like 20 years ago, right? So you can start realizing the benefits now. And so, hey, try me out. I'm a really good dude. I got a stack of testimonials on my desk. I've got referrals that constantly send me business because I close their deals, right? And that's what they need. They want someone that's going to be able to give them the yes or no. Like, is it a go or is it a no, right? Green light, red light, what are we dealing with here? So in the past, gosh, you're what you're really looking for is like something that you could buy under market and resale at a higher amount after you've done your renovations. Okay, cool. So I hope that helps. And, please, give me a call when you want to chat. I know, things happen from time to time and you might get sidetracked. There might be shiny objects, but yeah, I'm the real deal. I can get things done and I'm really excited for you on this journey. Check me out.